Hello and welcome to my review of the iPad Air Smart Case. It's just got released yesterday, the 1st of November, same day as the iPad. This is the leather smart case which covers the front and the back. You have the normal iPad smart case, you have the normal iPad Air case as well, which only covers the front. The one we're looking at is the black leather case. Straight off the bat, a few things just to go into initially. It does feel, when you actually get one of these, this part does feel very, very flimsy. The case I had for my last generation iPad, I paid £20 for from Amazon, and it felt really sturdy. I would, if I dropped it on the floor outside, I wouldn't really worry too much about it because I know that it would be able to take the impact. This case, I think my heart would skip a beat because it's very, very flimsy. The back part of it is designed more to protect your iPad from scratches than from falls. You have the Apple logo engraved in the back, of course, and like before, and like the case that you get, which covers just the front, you can put it in a few positions to stand it up if you're watching a movie, or to tilt it up slightly if you're typing away. It has covered buttons on the side for the volume buttons. The button which you can choose to turn on and off, rotate, or change it in the menu system in order to turn on and off the actual volume. That button there, slider, is pretty hard to get into. I mean, if I didn't have a little bit of nail on my thumb, I don't think I'd be able to reach it without having to turn it sideways and poke my finger in there. The power button is covered again, and then you have the headphone jack and all the other holes that you'd expect to find on it, so the speaker grills and the charger and so forth. My main gripe with this in terms of its fit is, as you can see here, it doesn't actually shut properly when you close it. So if we go ahead and insert the iPad into it, which is not hard to do at all, that's it, it's in there. If we go ahead and insert the iPad into it, you can see there's a pretty big gap there. And I put this in my bag, and as you can imagine, there's quite a lot of, I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up, but there's quite a lot of little pieces of dust all over the screen for this. And that's simply because when you close it, it's a pretty poor seal that you get in terms of protecting the actual iPad itself. And that's probably because where it folds in right here, I mean, I'd be worried about the leather cracking here eventually anyway, but where it folds in right here, it's not made particularly well. The inside of the case has a suede feel to it, and this is where the biggest problem I have with this is. When you fold this back and you hold it, you have to push your thumb into the screen pretty hard to get a good grip. If you don't, this here gives you absolutely no grip at all. It's pretty soft, it's suede, has a suede finish to it, and if you hold it, you feel it slipping out your hand. So you either need to use two hands, or you need to do this, which still isn't the best of grips. I mean, I'd rather be holding the iPad without this case on it. And the previous case I had a little strap across here that you could slide your hand into and not need to necessarily worry. Yeah, so overall, I was disappointed with the quality. I mean, the front's good, the back feels very plasticky and cheapy with nothing on it. As I was saying earlier, this is not the easiest to reach. You certainly can't flip it on and off like this. You have to get your nail in there to actually switch that. But my biggest gripe with this is that it's £65. This thing, you can get tablets now for the same price as this case, and for £65, I mean, if this case was £20, even £30, I probably would say, since this product just came out, there's nothing else on the market, go ahead and go for it. It'll protect it from scratches. Just make sure you keep it in a bag at the same time, and don't rely on it to protect your iPad too much if you drop it. However, for £65 for this case, it's a joke. It really is a complete joke. The quality, again, it's nice, it's leather, but it's not £65 nice. And for that reason, I would strongly recommend when you go to pick up your iPad, if you're going to buy one of these cases, bear in mind if you get it from the Apple Store, you've got 2 weeks to return it, which is certainly what I'll be doing as soon as they bring out a case which, gives it a little bit more protection. And again, the cases that other companies make, you can get them for less than half the price, and they're much more sturdier. I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest with you, with the quality of this. In terms of functionality, I mean, it doesn't click like the old magnetic cover did as easy. And as you can see, I'm actually not trying to act like an idiot and make it fall, and now it's unclipped itself again. So the magnetic bond here is nowhere near as good as it was on the previous gen of cases, but again, the problem with those is they only covered the front. So overall, yeah, and because this doesn't sit flush up here anymore, it's got a bit of give to it. So if you're typing, the iPad's going up and down, which is probably not ideal for typing, having the thing move up and down all the time. So for that reason, we would definitely say give this a miss. I honestly could not recommend this product for this price.